Hey guys, I decided I wanted to make a video on how to make my homemade brownies. I get a lot of requests for my brownies and people asking for the recipe, and so I thought I'd share how to make them. It's very simple. Everything is done in the saucepan. I'm gonna come right over here to my stove so you can see. Got my medium-sized saucepan, and the first thing that you do is you add in a stick of butter and 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate from Unsweetened Chocolate Bar, which, as you can see, I've been slowly melting it on low heat. You want to melt it on low heat, and once it's melted, you want to turn the heat off. If you don't have unsweetened chocolate bar, you can also use unsweetened cocoa powder, in which you would have to use 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, followed by 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and then another 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder and another tablespoon of vegetable oil. And of course, like I said, I used a stick of butter, but if you don't have butter and you have margarine, you can also use a stick of butter, but stick of margarine, but I prefer butter. Anyways, this chocolate is already melted. 1 stick of butter, 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate bar. Then, I'll remove this from the heat here. Then you want to add in 1 cup of sugar. And notice it's nice and leveled. When it comes to baking, you want to follow the instructions to the T. You want to measure everything perfectly. So as you can see, I've got a perfectly measured cup of sugar. And I'm going to dump it right in here. No need to get a mixing bowl out. Just keep everything in the saucepan. Then I just stir it up like so. Get that all stirred up. Then I put in 2 eggs. 2 eggs. And by the way, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And have an 8x8 baking pan that's nicely greased. And you can certainly double the recipe and use a 13x9" pan. You just have to do all the ingredients doubled. So instead of 2 ounces of chocolate bar, it would be 4 ounces, 2 cups of sugar instead of 1 cup of sugar. You know, you get the gist. All right, then I add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Dump that in there. And then I'm going to stir that up. And then the last ingredient that I put in is 3/4 cup of flour. And notice, once again, it's nice and level. You want everything to be perfectly measured when it comes to baking. So I'm gonna put that in there. 1/2 cup there, and then 1/4 cup makes 3/4. And then you just want to stir that till it's all blended in. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out my spoon, and I'm going to get a spatula so I can get all of that batter out. every bit of it out so I can put it into my baking dish. So I'm going to use this little spatula here. And now I'm going to just pour my brownie batter right into, just move that a little bit, right into the dish. Just like this. See how that spatula just gets all of it out. See, who needs to buy a baking mix? A brownie mix from the store when you can just gather up your ingredients at home and make homemade brownies. Then what I like to do is I kind of like to give it a little shake there and make sure it's nice and even. And then put it in the oven. Like I said, at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes, and like literally it is perfectly done at 30 minutes in my opinion. And that is how you make brownies. And I will take a picture of this, I suppose, and show you what it looks like after I take it out of the oven. But anyways, hope you give this brownie recipe a try. It's so easy. You can do it.